The Elder Scrolls Castles, the newest Elder Scrolls game to be released that you've probably never even heard of. Or maybe you have, but either way it doesn't matter because you're going to know everything about it by the end of this video. Hi everyone, I'm Azura. I'm just some random person who loves the Elder Scrolls, has a YouTube channel, and has incredibly mediocre video editing skills. Today I wanted to take you all through my journey of playing the newest Elder Scrolls game. And I say game because it really is a stretch to say that this thing has gameplay, since it's really just a mobile app. I want to apologize to all the mobile gamer mains out there because you don't count as a real gamer if you're not trying to spam like a million buttons at once just to cast one ability. Okay, sorry, jokes aside. The Elder Scrolls Castles is a mobile game that is currently only available on Android and will be coming to iOS at some point in the future. Actually no, wait, that's kind of a lie. It actually hasn't even been released to the whole world yet. So now you're probably thinking, how did I get my hands on this game in early 2024 if it hasn't even been released yet? Well, I lied again. Whilst it's currently unavailable in 194 out of 195 countries, it's available to be downloaded and played in only one. And that country is the Philippines. And now you're probably thinking, Azura, you don't live in the Philippines. And I mean, you would be correct about that. But I mean, this is a perfect time to talk about today's sponsor for this video, NordVPN. I mean, today's sponsor is private internet access. And, oh, wait. No, they aren't sponsoring me either. Okay, sorry, jokes aside again. The Elder Scrolls Castles was released in the Philippines in January of 2024. And at the time of recording this, the release date for the rest of the world is yet to be announced. The Elder Scrolls Castles... No, I'm just gonna call it Castles, okay? That's just way too long to say this whole fucking video, I'm sorry. So yeah, Castles is being developed by the mobile games team over at Bethesda, and they are the same team who are responsible for Fallout Shelter, which is something that you guys are probably all very familiar with already. I wanted to talk about this game because I haven't really seen many people talking about it in the first place, which, I mean, it's kind of understandable because it hasn't really even been released yet. But I still would have expected a little bit more coverage of it. The only person I've seen talking about it is ESO Danny, and he did a video based on like his first impressions, but like only watched other people play it, or like gameplay that's available on YouTube. So I decided like, hey, fuck it, you know, I'm just gonna play it myself and actually give my review or first impressions from playing the game. Also, just a disclaimer, the gameplay footage that I've recorded is really laggy. And I don't know if that's because the game's just poorly optimized and kind of a piece of crap, or if it's mainly because my phone's like 5 years old. So it's probably because of that. But yeah, if it's laggy, I do apologize. But I decided that, hey, I needed my own gameplay footage if I was going to, you know, review this game, and I didn't want to use other people's content on YouTube to review it. The premise of Castles is basically that of Fallout Shelter. You get given your own, wait for it, castle, and you get to play Sims with your little subjects. There is some semblance of story, as you get to choose the current ruler of your castle when you start the game, because the current king is assassinated because he was cheating on his wife with a Khajiit. And I mean, if you ask me, he probably deserved it, really. Okay? I don't understand what's going on. My wife's divorcing me. And the Khajiit hates me as well? What the fuck? What? What just happened? Oh no. You get the option to pick from 4 different subjects to be crowned, and I of course had to choose the Khajiit that the king was cheating on his wife with. You know, an obvious choice, right? But let's say that the queen wasn't too happy with my decision. Yeah, oh well. Okay. Who should I crown? Should I crown the Khajiit?
Dude, this looks like the worst fucking game ever.
Or this guy? Or who's this? The Nord guy? Or the lady? This is the wife. Number. What do you mean the highest number?
She's 40.
40 what?
I don't know.
Why not the Khajiit?
Sure.
Let's go, crown. Why is that lady all pissed off? They look like Xbox avatars. Like the Xbox 360 avatars. Yeah, there we go. Someone was upset, everyone was happy. Oh, do I get to roleplay? Anger us Khajiit and it will be the last thing you do. A lassie swears she didn't do it. This one did not do it. However, once you start building your castle, this little guy here, he gives you a tour of the place, and his name is Cassius the Elder. Alright. Okay, the room, kitchen, wheel press. Okay, cool. New subject. Let's put them to work! Fuck it, why not? Slavery, let's go! Oh, they're an Argonian too!
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
What's this? Your Highness, you received a coronation gift from the Emperor. Okay, the Emperor of... What? When is this set? We're at 9 gems. Oh boy. This one humbly accepts. This one knows I will have to put my credit card information in if I want more gems. Okay, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, we have to talk about the time and the setting of this game. So, this game is set in Tamriel. Were you expecting more? Yeah, there's very little information about that. And I mean, I'm no lore buff, but judging by like the environment and the architecture, it could be like based in Cyrodiil, or like it could be Breton and be in High Rock, or maybe even Southern Skyrim. But yeah, honestly, I cannot tell at all. And do you guys know why I can't tell? It's because this doesn't even look like a fucking Elder Scrolls game in the first place. I'm gonna be honest, this game literally looks like a generic medieval game, and they just like threw some lizard people and some Khajiit in there and then like slapped Elder Scrolls on top of it and then just like called it a day and said, you know, let's go, this is great. Like, you could have literally shown me a screenshot of this game, and then like if you told me this was Elder Scrolls, I would have called complete bullshit. And to be honest, I actually did do that like when I first saw screenshots of this game last year. Like, I mean, at least Fallout Shelter looked very distinctly like Fallout, right? Like, it was in that style. And I mean, even Blades, like, it looked like Skyrim if it was released in 2007 or something. But like, Castles, it just, there's nothing Elder Scrolls about it, and that's what I do not understand about this game. The actual time frame when this game is set is very unclear too. And as an Elder Scrolls fan, I think a, you know, time and setting of a game is very important because, you know, it gives context for lore and stuff. But I mean, it kind of makes sense as to why they didn't do that or like do a specific time frame, because the whole game mechanic is to have your castle and your kingdom survive for centuries. So of course it's going to be a little bit arbitrary. But yeah, the game gives us some clues, and that is the man, the myth, the legend himself, Tiber Septim. Yeah, they put fucking Tiber Septim in this game. You bet those nerds over at like r/Elder Scrolls lore absolutely lost their shit over this, but I mean, it was for all the wrong reasons though, and I actually don't want to get into it. Since Tiber Septim is in the game, we can do like some big brain math and kind of figure out when this game is set. And so since we know from the lore that he was born in the Second Era 828, and he is 24 years old in Castles, we can assume Castles is set sometime in the Second Era, probably between the events of ESO and between Arena and all the other Elder Scrolls games. But wait, plot twist. So apparently Lucian LeChance, Maik the Liar, Lydia, Cicero, Varus, Neloth, Razumdar, and even the fucking Adoring Fan are in this game. Like, there's a shit ton of other Elder Scrolls characters from like the previous games in this game as well, and I have no idea what the devs were thinking. Like, I mean, I guess they were like, oh my god, you know, we can like reference the previous games and fans will love that, but honestly, like, it just doesn't make any sense to me at all. So my theory with this game is that maybe Castles isn't actually canon. This would be groundbreaking since this would be the first Elder Scrolls game to be released that isn't actually canon. And I think a lot of fans would be very angry about this. But honestly, I don't think Bethesda would come out and say that it's not canon, because in an interview that Pete Hines had back in 2006, he stated that everything in the official games is official lore. So if we consider Castles an official Elder Scrolls game, which it technically is, that means everything in Castles is official lore. And yeah, I don't think many people will be happy about that either. There's a ghost standing in my kitchen. Why is there a ghost standing in my kitchen? It's cooking. Why is the ghost cooking? Oh, this guy's haunted. He's got a ghost following him. One thing I don't understand, there's no like magic. Like, it's just medieval stuff. There's no magic. Can we just like not kill the ghost or get rid of it? Oh yeah, there's dragon eggs in this game too.
What the hell?
Anyways, back to the game. So yeah, like I said at the start, it's basically a simulation game. You can build, you can create resources, you can craft weapons and armor, you manage your little kingdom, you know, make decisions for your subjects, and oh yeah, you can also make babies. Alright, I'm gonna marry my Khajiit. Which Argonian should I do? Rakish? Or Wita? Oh, actually, I'm gonna be so curious to see what their baby looks like. The toddler's the first one to make it to the wedding. Yay, they're married. Woohoo! Alright, time to mate. Okay, the moment of truth. We find out what a Khajiit and Argonian child looks like. I think they're both women as well, yeah. But I mean, you know, there's magic and stuff. It's an egg. Oh my god. It's an Argonian. But it's still on its egg? That's actually kind of cute. Even though it probably doesn't make much sense. What the fuck? And it's just walking around saying goo goo gaga. That's something else I wanted to touch on actually. I don't know if it's just me, but it's a little bit unsettling, like watching a little dark elf toddler like waddle around, you know, saying goo goo gaga, but yeah, I think maybe that's just me. Why is the baby saying dope? I mean, actually, a lot of the NPCs look unsettling. Like, I understand it's an art style and, you know, all that, but like, for God's sake, why does this Altmer guy look Amish? It's the Amish guy, but he's a high elf.
Whoa.
Is that a beard? What is that? I can't even tell what he's wearing. Is that his hat?
How is that game even like Elder Scrolls?
I know, exactly, that's the point. Like, how is he even Altmer? And going back to the children thing, this game lets you breed any race and any gender with one another. I was a little surprised when I saw that you could breed Argonians with humans and Mer, and 2 Khajiit males could biologically birth a child. Like, there really is no exclamation to this. Also, just a disclaimer, I feel like I have to say that like I have absolutely no issue with like 2 males and 2 females being together. I actually really appreciate how like, you know, inclusive the Elder Scrolls series is when it comes to this sort of stuff, but I just needed to point out that like 2 male Khajiit with I assume male genitalia, can I say that word? They biologically cannot birth a child, and it just does not make any sense to me at all. Hey guys, editing Azura here. I also just wanted to make a point of this because I feel like I didn't really portray the message very well when I was recording. But again, like, I was confused by this whole thing from, again, like, assuming the like gender and sex of the characters, of course. And we know that in like ESO, there are characters who are transgender, and there is lore explanations as to, you know, how people can change their sex and their gender and stuff. So I just really wanted to make that clear that there are actually lore explanations as to how this could be possible. But in the context of castles, it doesn't give you enough information to be able to determine that sort of thing, right? Also, I have actually never played Fallout Shelter as well, so I'm wondering if this is a thing that you can do in Fallout Shelter too, and if it is, then let me know. But yeah, like I said, I don't want this to come across as me being ignorant or anything, so yeah, I just want to make that really clear. So again, this kind of goes back to my point, like, that this doesn't really feel like an Elder Scrolls game. It's just really weird to me, and like, I don't know, what do you guys think? Let me know. But putting my gripes aside, I decided to press on. I needed to make myself play this game for as long as I could possibly tolerate it, so I could give it a decent review. So this is my journey thus far. I kept playing and started upgrading my castle. Of course, I can assume that you know what all this entails, you know, like building, making crafting stations, upgrading stuff, making sure capitalism and slave labor is alive and well, you know, all that sort of stuff. And, oh yeah, you can decorate as well. So the Khajiit I elected as the ruler of my castle was starting to become pretty unpopular. This is because your little subjects will come to you with decisions you need to make, most of them having consequences. The consequences could be spending your gold, wasting your resources, choosing one race or one person over the other, and of course this makes some people unhappy, and of course it's really hard to keep people happy, and I would know. Should I be friends with my mom? Wait, no, my dad? We would be honored to count our father as a friend. Oh, he's happy. Imagine having to go to your, like, daughter and be like, hey, can we be friends? The decision-making kind of reminded me of that part of Fable 3 when you become king or queen of Albion and you have to make decisions for your kingdom. It was kind of a cool mechanic at first, but over time I started dreading them because it meant I had to waste all my gold or resources, and people were becoming very unhappy. And it meant that my popularity rating for my little Khajiit was plummeting, just like the reviews for Starfield after its release.
And that sometimes it doesn't just work.
A year passed in game. Oh yeah, 1 minute counts as 1 day in game basically, and then like 1 real day live counts as 1 year. We were steadily expanding our castle and the population, and everything seemed to be going like really well, and then like, what the fuck happened here? So apparently the subjects of my castle were getting very tired of my little Khajiit exploiting them, and unfortunately I didn't get to capture her assassination on video, but this is the aftermath. And I mean, look, hey, at least I get a free loot box. There was no time to mourn, however. All feelings of despair left as I was filled with a short rush of dopamine from opening my loot box. Plus, we needed to elect a new king of the castle, and of course, the choice was obvious. Crown. Holy shit. Did I just make a 0-year-old child the fucking... oh my god. How does this work? So I'm just literally a child, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. Cool. With our new king elected, it was time to get down to business. First line of order, purchasing adult smut as a 1-year-old. My lord, I found an antique bookseller on Azura Rock. Are there any tomes that you're looking for? The lusty Argonian maid, of course. Yeah, to be honest, I was a little bit blown away that you could make a literal Argonian egg the ruler of your castle, and then proceed to purchase R18 smut, basically. And I mean, you don't even get to read it, which, to be honest, like, how the fuck is this thing gonna read anyways? Anyways, onward we go. It was basically like nothing exciting happening for the next few days. You know, I kept upgrading my castle and doing quests and all that. The only thing of note was that one of my subjects assassinated another one, and oh yeah, this guy died, unfortunately. I decided to start breeding at an alarming rate because I wanted to grow my kingdom as large as possible. This didn't really seem to benefit me much because now there was just a bunch of babies and toddlers like crawling around, and it takes 16 real-life days for a subject to be able to age up because unfortunately there's no child slave labor in this game. Now you guys are probably all thinking, this game looks pretty fucking boring, and yeah, that's because it is.
The game is not fun, why bother?
But that's because I haven't even scraped the surface of the totally epic, mind-bogglingly riveting combat system that's in this game, and like honestly this game is worth it for the combat alone. Like, I don't have to explain it, just let me show you guys. Combat is partially automated. Okay. Go. Kill. Kill. Can I even do anything? Oh, no, I don't. I feel bad for you guys if you were expecting anything different. Like, at least the combat in Blades was like more exciting than this. And you know, actually let me know if you guys want me to do a video on Blades because I'd totally rather be playing that than this piece of shit. The combat is basically semi-AFK point-and-click bullshit that you would see like in Raid Shadow Legends, except with less titties. And also unlike Raid Shadow Legends, Bethesda would not pay me to play this game. Everything just started to become a really slow grind, but I decided I had to endure it because I needed to do the quest to upgrade my castle. But then, I found out there was a dragon. Yeah! I had to see what fighting this dragon was like, so I pressed on. And onwards did I go, pointing and clicking my way to victory, and then waiting 15 minutes for my subjects to heal, because I am not spending a single cent on upgrades in this game. After a few days, I made it to my objective. I was really excited to see what this battle was going to be like, because I only had 3 warriors instead of a Zerg of 40 level 3 brand new ESO players all light attacking this dragon at once. Surely this was going to be a good battle, right? Okay, no, I can't take this anymore. I'm sorry, but like, in my opinion, this game sucks. Like, yes, I understand it's a mobile game, but it's an affront to the Elder Scrolls franchise. Like, it does not look like an Elder Scrolls game, it does not feel like an Elder Scrolls game, and it definitely does not follow the fundamentals of an Elder Scrolls game. I went into this game with very low expectations, and unfortunately this game did not exceed them at all. It just feels like a cash grab, and actually I have not even touched on the cash shop yet, but that's kind of because there's like nothing really there to criticize that is out of the ordinary for a typical mobile game. Many of you are very familiar with— That was an earthquake. Oh my god, it's still shaking. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god, my heart's going. I don't know if I'm gonna put this in the video. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're alive. I'm alive. Okay, back to this. Many of you are very familiar with my criticism of ESO's cash shop, but this game kind of gets a pass because you really are just paying for convenience, and it is a free mobile game. Just like in Blades, you really are just paying to accelerate things faster and make time go quicker, basically. Oh, I can visit the store now. I've unlocked spending money. Hell yeah, let's go. Open my crown. Oh, I have to click on the store button. The Emperor's Pass. What's the Emperor's Pass? $8.99. Yo, I could buy the Adoring Fan for 100 gems. Lydia? You can buy Lydia? What? Who the fuck is spending that much money on a mobile game?
Well, no, piece of shit mobile game.
Oh, here we go. This is what I'm talking about. 20,000 gems. Hang on, so if this is 600 gems for 5. Oh. So if you want to buy the 5-pack of the crown crates, or sorry, the books or whatever these are, there's a 500 gems for $8.99, but obviously it's only 500, so you have to buy the 1,200 gems for $17.99. Stupid. In saying that though, I really hate how they added loot boxes. Like, loot boxes in games should just be illegal. It's like a loot box. Okay. Just have people inside of them though. Oh my god. Wow, it's literally a chef's uniform? Whoever this is.
It's a crown crate.
It's basically a crown crate, yeah.
This one welcomes you back. This one sees you are out of crates. You will need to purchase more to continue, my friend.
And just because I'm not ripping the shit out of the cash shop in this game does not mean I agree with how much they're charging for this crap. It makes me sad to think that, like, once this game is fully released, people are going to be spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on it. Like, actually no, I changed my mind. Like, fuck this game. Fuck how much they're charging for this shit. Like, I know at the moment, like, no one's really playing this except for, like, my Pinoys and Pinays out there, but yeah. But once this game is released, please do not spend money on it. It's just a cash grab, it's a time sink, it's not fun, and it's really just an embarrassment to the Elder Scrolls franchise. And going back to the thoughts on lore, if this game is recognized as canon, it has potential to invalidate previously already well-established lore. Apart from the glaring issues like characters from other Elder Scrolls games being in this game, things like dragon eggs and like Argonians and Khajiit being able to breed with other races goes against everything that we already know very well. I really have nothing good to say about this. Unfortunately, the only thing I really liked was the loading screen art. I thought it was really cute, it's a nice style. And I also liked the music that was in the background, but unfortunately the program I used to record my gameplay, that's what it's called. It didn't record audio, so if there was any music in the background, it would have been added post-production by me. At the time of recording this, it's been a couple weeks since I've actually played the game, and I decided to load it back up again and see what it was like. I played for about 4 minutes before I got bored, and then I closed it, never to be touched again. The hype died for me very fast, and it became very boring very quickly. I guess if you're one of those people who enjoys agonizing pain and wasting your time on mobile simulation games, this might be the game for you, but honestly for me, it was a hard pass. I know a lot of Elder Scrolls fans are looking forward to this game, but take it from me, this is not an Elder Scrolls game. This is a non-canon cash grab. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, and if you didn't, please leave a comment and tell me why. Please be sure to subscribe if you want to become an adoring fan and see more Elder Scrolls content from me. And you can also follow me on Twitter and shitpost and hang out with me over there. I'll leave a link in the description. Anyways, thank you for watching and have a good one!